Become the change you're advocating for. Become the goals you're thriving for, fighting for. Become dreams materializing into realities, goals growing into possibilities, and action yielding productivity. Become the pillars for this nation building.
Ambassadors of poverty are the political elites in air-conditioned chambers and exotic cars with tearful stories of rip-off tucked away from their impoverished constituencies, lying prostrate with death traps for road, mud for water, candle for light, underneath trees at school.
Poetry is a type of literature that evokes a concentrated imaginative awareness of experience or a specific emotional response through language chosen and arranged for its meaning, sound, and rhythm.
Like prose and drama, poetry is a genre of literature that is expressive, that is used to express ideas. To me, it is abstract because the images that are painted has to be well understood for you to know, to decipher the message that is being passed by the poet.
Poetry is a way of sending messages to people, making them understand the rules and regulations of society. The poet is like a prophet. He says things that in normal language you may not understand, but if you understand it, it revives your emotion, it gives you strength, it gives you ideas, and gives you opportunity to adjust yourself in the society you find yourself.
I try to bring people to appreciate poetry the way it is. Poetry is easy, it is apt, and the language is simple.
A poem writer can actually hide himself behind an object, behind a particular scenario, to express his content, his idea, information, or messages without him in person as a character coming out like this to speak.
Poetry is a form of expression. Its writing helps us to get out our feelings and thoughts on a subject, while reading it encourages us to connect and find meaning in our experiences.
It has not been such a popular art like prose or like drama, but I think the awareness is growing. Is growing. Recently, people have begun to do readings, poetry renditions in events, and even direct poetry shows where people go in to see poetry performances. But sincerely, it has not been fair, comparable to other arts of performance.
We see a lot of drama these days, a lot of theater these days, theater practice these days, that imbibe poem into the practice of the theater because of its usefulness and relevancy. For instance, if you have poem dramatization, in that context you have drama and then you have poetivism. Most of the lines used in most dramas are poetic. So poem is relevant in literature, in art in general, and it's important to every art student to imbibe in the culture of the poem because it helps in our diction, it helps in our use of language.
The World Poetry Day is celebrated on the 21st of March every year with the aim of supporting linguistic diversity through poetic expression. The day encourages people to understand the importance of poetic devices and increases the opportunity for endangered languages to be heard.